Hey, what's going on, YouTubulous? EXO coming at you here, feeling ultra fresh and ultra new with my fresh shave and haircut, but that's probably the last thing you're noticing right now. Where the hell are we? We're at the old place, so I figured in this video, we're gonna take it back to the old school, and to do that really well, we got my ma. We got a project coming fresh for you guys, a little flea market find I got last year. So what the hell is it?
It's a speaker.
It's a really old, beautiful vintage speaker that he found at a flea market, and he gave it to me because he knows that I love old things.
So since we already drove all the way up here and we love speakers, let's go ahead and help Ma fix her up. So you did a really good job painting it, I gotta say. Holy shit, Ma.
Really? I tried.
You did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Brucey, I can't freaking wait for this to be done. It's gonna be so beautiful. And guess where it's gonna go?
Where?
Right on top of that piano.
Nice.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this thing is very unique, different characteristics than a lot of the speaker technology we see. So I'm glad we found something like this at our good old flea market. But when you really get down to it, there's something very, very unique about this. It works mechanically without the conventional voice coil that we see on average speakers. So let's go ahead and point the camera right in here and see if we can see there's a little lever that is controlled by a screw and a point of contact that is barely the size of a pinhead, and it has maybe an inch of a cross member that goes onto the electrical terminals that are possibly controlled by just a solenoid. I wish we had our multimeters here, but I didn't think we were diving into something this cool when we were going up for a simple family trip. Right there, you can see something rather strange. The leads are going into that little solenoid looking thing, and it has to be a two-way, and the way that's controlled is hopefully by this thing right here. That's where the wires go in first. There's a positive and negative and this other little post. So we have a 9-volt battery that we're just gonna quickly test the polarity of this thing just to see where these leads are even going or if they're functioning. This copper is just as good as any other speaker wire that we can find. So here you go, Ma. Will you snip both of these ends off just so we can prepare for when we do need that wire?
Oh, I did it.
Nice. And what's also strange is that this soft barrier right here between the cone is independent of it. Look, you can totally touch on the other side and it doesn't come through. So there is a little bit of a gap between those two surfaces. I'm not sure what that function is, but it had to have been for a reason since these were mounted outdoors. And if you're wondering what this little extra piece right here is actually just a little tethering cord that they use so it wouldn't pull on the actual connections. I thought it had a wire in it, but it's just a little piece of fabric for protection. Alright, we got the old wire out of the way, so now we're gonna strip down the new wires and do a quick little test with our 9-volt battery. So Ma, strip down those little wires right there.
Oh, Brucey, I'm not strong enough.
Do it. I can't do it.
And to do as much recycling on the old stuff as we could, we took our trusty lighter and some pliers and desoldered the old hacked up connections here, but they used good wire, but we're gonna recycle it with our own day. That's how we did our own little DIY desoldering. Oh wow, it went right in good. Do we need to trim that up a little bit, Ma? Is it too big?
It's too big.
All right.
It's supposed to be like...
We want it to be flush.
Yeah, so I need to cut some tips off.
Cut the tip.
Of the wire?
Snip the tip.
Snip the tip, all right.
Just like Mel Brooks.
Ooh, is that good?
Ooh.
Is that good?
That's good.
All right, now I take the pliers, right?
Yep.
Right here?
Yeah. And really reef on that.
Okay.
Make sure she stays in there. That's the only tool we have, guys. I didn't bring my toolbox down with me, so my Ma's working with what she's got.
I think I reefed.
You reefed?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, you did. We're gonna inspect Ma's first crimp. Not bad. Not bad.
Should I have cut more off?
No, that's okay. Wow, Mom's getting ultra professional over
Right?
here.
I know what I'm doing.
Look at you.
I know what I'm doing.
It's almost like you've done these before. Ma's putting me to work, man. I come to hang out, have vacation, and look what she's got me doing.
Oh my land, I think that's perfect. You ready?
Yep.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Do it. Crazy. Ma's crazy.
Lucy. I'm not that strong. Okay, look, I'm gonna do it on this side too.
I'm gonna go back around and really reef on her.
Oh my gosh.
I feel accomplished.
Yeah. Now you just gotta put it right back on the post. This one was positive, this one was negative, so pick out which one has like either a squared off end or some writing.
What?
You can always on these wires. See that right there?
Oh, there's writing on that one.
So pick, what do you want? Writing to be negative or writing to be positive?
I want writing to be positive. Am I gonna get shocked?
Absolutely not. Even if this was a capacitor, it's been discharged years ago.
What do I do now?
Goes washer, lock washer, and then nut.
From here?
Yep.
Okay. Washer, lock washer.
And then nut. Let's just do it like hand tight, and then we'll test it with the 9-volt battery like we already told everybody on YouTube.
It's gonna be a little tiny nut, man.
Ma's gonna be a certified installer by the year's end. All right, so here comes the infamous pop test. We're gonna test this little circuit right here before the actual moving parts on the sub. So go ahead and connect that, Ma, see if we get any noise. No noise. Well, would you look at that? No, nothing, huh? Go do it again, Ma. Okay, well that's telling me one of two things. Either both of these parts are non-functional, or just the single part right here is non-functional going to the second part. So let's go ahead and bypass this. This is negative, so this stays common. This is the only thing that actually has a bridge in here. So let's go ahead and bridge that gap and go over to this nut right here. So, hey Ma, undo this little thing by hand and switch it over to the second post that's closest to the basket right here.
Do I move this too?
Yep. Move that wire right over. We're gonna bypass this little part. I mean, I'm sure it played some key role in this. Only reviving factor right here. Let's see if it works now. We got the little mystery joint bypassed. And nothing. Oh man. So let's break that down. See how these wires are directly connected to where our input wires are. So that's going to tell us that this little mechanism right here that we think is some type of motor that goes up and down just barely 1 millimeter because of the way it's set up is not working. After all, this thing was made in 1928, or even the year before that because of the model release. So if anything, it'll be a nice aesthetic piece for my ma who likes that kind of stuff anyways. Just the way it was from when it came out of the factory.
But wait, let me just tell you this idea that I had, because I wasn't sure if this was ever gonna work. I was thinking about getting a Bluetooth speaker and like tucking it up inside the housing, the beautiful housing of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, so you can still use the damn thing.
Yeah.
I should have brought my little mini Bluetooth speaker. Damn it. That's a great idea, Ma.
I think so.
So on to stage 2, and that's finishing up the little bit of mesh job that's right here in front of the speaker and in front of the back panel. And we have a little bit of this fabric that my mom picked up for real cheap. Just gonna have to press fit and do the cutting around it because it's all from the inside. You have to literally go from the bottom. You can't just put the speaker in this way like we're used to. Yep. So we're gonna work around that and do the fitting with the front and the top rings so we can get the right size.
I'm just gonna follow the line. Might as well just cut it right across, right?
Yep.
I was never good with scissors. Paper dolls really frustrated me as a kid.
No, this is the best part.
I'm
so now
afraid.
just take your inner ring and press fit it.
But what if I don't do it right?
There's no way you can do it wrong.
Will I have a second chance if I screw it up?
Yeah.
How about if I get like a board?
Yeah, get like that box behind you, Ma. Look, there's a box right there. There you go. Look at that. Flip her over.
It's beautiful!
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that looks professional.
Oh my land. Okay.
That looks. So, do you want to trim that up? Let's trim that up. Take the scissors and let's make that professional.
Okay.
You've already come this far. You might as well make it official. You're gonna get hired for like all these professional installs from my YouTubers.
Yeah.
All right, Ma, you got all the hardware ready?
Yeah.
So, let's fucking get her in there.
The back has 8 and the front only has 4.
I bet they made all this stuff. Well, I don't bet. I know for a fact they made all this shit by hand back then. All hand assembled. And just like that, we have got ourselves almost a finished product on our hands besides the back piece. Take a look, guys. Not bad for a first time right there. Always trying to keep the old stuff alive down here at the old house in New England.
I feel good.
You feel good? Man, it was a little harder than we thought trying to get those damn screws back in there.
Yeah.
They didn't line up especially perfectly.
Yeah.
But now it's time for the back plate, and she can always do the wireless Bluetooth idea later on down the road, just taking these quick little screws out, so that'll be easy. Get the RCA 100A back in place, and then we'll get a nice little shot of her back on the piano.
Dun, dun, dun.
There she is.
There she is, circa 1928.
Right?
EXO style. Right on top of EXO's piano.
All with the family photos,
Hold on.
looking antique.
You gotta get the full. It is antique, man.
Oh, of course it is.
How freaking beautiful it is. Oh my gosh.
Hey, that looks really nice. Let me back up.
Oh my gosh.
It looks better in person than it does on video.
It's beautiful.
I like it.
It's beautiful. That's right where it's gonna sit.
Well, there you go, Ma. Sorry we couldn't get it playing for today, but like you said, you have some really good ideas for your Bluetooth. Maybe I can mail you something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can mail me something. I'll do a little freaking video.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching this quick little video, guys. Having a good time up here in New England, visiting. And yeah, until the next one, this is EXO signing out.